But I do want to take just a minute of time here to talk about, as you say, another announcement. This is something that happened to me this week, and it's totally removed from what is going on today, or it really doesn't have anything to do with the matches or anything like that. It's just that, well, it was Thursday that I found out about it, and I talked to you before the show a little bit. After all of the stuff that went on in the past, over the past year, a little more than a year, I had thought that this was all settled and all forgotten and everything was over with. But I find out Thursday, I get some correspondence from Lawler, that I'm finally being sued by Andy Kaufman.
Goodness.
Yeah, that was my response exactly. You know, I get this, and after everything that transpired, he came in here, he tried to wrestle, he got slapped on the David Letterman show and all of this stuff. I expected a lawsuit then, but apparently he was really upset over the fact that he sent in these so-called little helpful hints for all the people here in the Mid-South and in Memphis, telling everybody, how to improve their lives and their personal hygiene habits and that sort of thing. And as you remember, I came out and smashed his tape,
yes,
and I believe that's what that was maybe the straw that broke the camel's back. So anyway, it's just for what it's worth, I just want to let everybody know, because I don't know if it'll be in the papers or whatever. But anyway, I am being sued by Andy Kaufman. All I want to do is, if somebody can get the word Andy Kaufman, we got some great attorneys right here in Memphis, and I would rather handle it another way, but if that's the way he wants to do it in the courts or whatever, I got a man named Ralph Holt that can do a number on any of his Hollywood attorneys. So if it's going to be in court, if I have to fight Andy Kaufman, then that's the way it's going to be, and I just want to let you know about it.
Jerry.
No big deal.
Well, we appreciate your letting us know about it right here first. We do have an interview from Kaufman that I want to show, and then maybe we can get in touch with him here.
I don't want to see it.
Okay, I can understand, Jerry. But as Jerry said, he smashed the tape after all those hygiene tips that Kaufman had, and here's an interview that Kaufman recorded. Let's take a look at it.
I just want to say I've gotten some. The manager of the station has told me that some of you have been giving him some complaints about my helpful hints. He has received complaints about my helpful hints. Let me tell you something, people. Okay, I don't have to be doing this. I could be out making movies, TV shows, radio, Broadway plays. I could be doing so many things, and I have chosen to spend this time, my valuable time, in making these little lessons for you. And this is to help you, okay? Now, I've bought this time with my own money. I've taken money out of my pocket. I could be out making money, but I've taken the money out of my pocket so that I could buy time on this program, and I can help you. This is just to help you, and you don't even appreciate it. Just goes to show you try and do something nice for people and they don't even appreciate it. It's just a shame that a few of you have to spoil it for the lot.
All right, and on the phone with me right now, after you have just heard his comments about the tape tips that he sent in, is Andy Kaufman. Andy, are you there, and can you hear me?
Yes, I am.
Jerry Lawler has just been out a few moments ago, and he tells us that he received correspondence from some of your attorneys last Thursday.
That's right.
And you're suing him. Now, why now?
That is right. Look, I spent a lot of time and money on those tapes, and I don't appreciate him taking them away. Let me just tell you something, Dave. Okay? This all started a long, long time ago. Okay, I mean, I'm talking about a couple of years ago, and my lawyers and my manager, they all told me that I should sue the guy, okay? They said, Andy, you have such a good case. He went in the ring, he pushed you around. I'm talking about way when I first came down there, okay? Well, I said, I don't want to sue him. I want to be a man about this. I want to be a gentleman about it, okay? So I don't want to sue. I want to handle it like a man. I want to handle it myself. So I went down there, and I agreed to wrestle him, okay? We went in the Coliseum, we wrestled, and what do I know? I could have handled him. I could have handled him great. I could have beat the guy to a pulp. But he used an illegal hold on me and pile drove me into the canvas, and he hurt my neck. Okay? Now, he used that illegal hold. I was the winner of the match because he was disqualified because it was an illegal hold, okay? Well, what do I know? A few months later, we're on the David Letterman show. Not only did he hurt my neck in the ring, but on the David Letterman show, the man slapped me across the face, okay, in front of millions of my fans, humiliating me. All right? Now, not only does he do that, but then a few months ago I'm down there and the man throws fire at my face and he disfigured me. He burned me. Okay, now, I couldn't do any of my movies. I was supposed to do a lot of big movies, okay? And I couldn't do any of them because he threw fire at my face. Why do you think Taxi was canceled? Why do you think Taxi was canceled?
Well, why was it?
It was canceled because I couldn't show up because my face was burned. I couldn't show up, so I'm the star of the show. They can't do the show without me. They had to cancel the show. Okay?
All right, Andy.
Now, look, then I made these series of tapes for the people of Memphis. That was my favor to the people of Memphis. I was going to teach them a little lessons in etiquette and hygiene, okay? And then I spent a lot of money and time on those tapes, a lot of my precious time. My time is worth a lot of money, my friend, okay? And I spent a lot of my money on those tapes. And I made those tapes, and I bought commercial time to show those tapes. And what do I find? Lawler stops the tapes. He stops the tapes. Okay, he had no business stopping those tapes. And I'm so mad, I called my friend, I'm good friends with Muhammad Ali, okay? I called Muhammad Ali, and he took me into the gym. He started working out with me. He taught me how to box. This Lawler might think he's such a great wrestler, but when it comes to boxing, I learned the game that Lawler has no knowledge about, and that is boxing. And I learned from the great champion, Muhammad Ali. So I learned how to box, and I have a mean right hook, let me tell you. I called up Eddie Marlin, and I said, Eddie, let me come down there and box Lawler, and I'll punch his lights out. I'll punch him to a pulp. And Eddie said, no, Andy, see, you signed an agreement that said you could never step in another wrestling ring again.
That's right.
So if you come down here, Lawler's going to sue you. So he said I couldn't come down. So what choice do I have? What choice do I have? I've got to sue the guy. If I'm not allowed to come down there and fight him, I'd love to punch his lights out. But I have no choice. He'll sue me. So I'm suing him back. I'm just going to have to take him in court.
Yeah. Well, I hear what you're saying, Andy, and I guess I understand your logic. Here is Jerry Lawler. I'm going to let you talk to Jerry Lawler right now.
Oh.
Don't hang up, Kaufman.
Let
You
me tell you
little.
something else. Dave?
Let me tell you something, Kaufman. You're running your big mouth. Let me tell you something. You little stinking, slimy wimp. That's all you are. And you stand out here, you're going to try to tell the people that you called Eddie Marlin and you asked to come down here and get back in the ring with me, and he refused. That is nothing but a low-life lie. Anytime you want to come back to Memphis, anytime I can get my hands around your stinking little skinny neck, I would love it. So if you want to just, if you want to come back, and he's trying to tell somebody that Muhammad Ali taught you to box, the only thing you could box would be apples and oranges. If you want to come back to this ring, if you want to come back to Memphis, come on, brother. The welcome mat is out because I would love to get my hands around your little pencil neck.
Simon, let me tell you something. A few weeks ago, I was in Memphis. You didn't know it, did you? Hello? Hello, you know what?
What are you talking about?
You remember Hart's Chicken? Hey, baby, you remember that Hart's Chicken? I was just as hard as a chicken, man. I stopped you from winning the Southern title. You idiot. You stupid. You're stupider than I thought.
You're telling me that was you in the
That
Hart?
was me in the chicken outfit, Lawler. You haven't seen the last of me, Lawler.
Well, let me tell you something. You should stay in that outfit because that's exactly what you are, nothing but a lousy chicken. If you want to come back here, Kaufman, as I said, the welcome mat is out, brother. You're welcome anytime because I'd like nothing more than to get my hands on you, you stinking wimp. That's all.
Sue me, man. Hey, I could come down there and the kind of guy you are, you'd sue me. You'd sue me for everything I got. So I can't do that, see? So I'll have to see you in court. There's only going to be one match. That's going to be between your lawyer and mine.
Andy, he's the Lawler is gone. He has walked out of here, and you heard him say...
What a wimp, what a chicken, what a slimy Memphis geek. He's nothing but a Memphis geek. He should go back and plow the fields and the farms. But let me tell you something, there's going to be a lawsuit. When I'm through with him, he's going to lose everything he ever owned.
Andy, you heard him say you're welcome back here anytime.
There's only going to be one match, pal. No, I can't go back there because I signed a paper, see? He won't let me. He'll sue me if I come back there. But let me tell you, if I was to come back there, I'd box his lights out because I've been trained by the great Muhammad Ali, and I know how to do it. I'll knock him out! I'll knock him out! Even Memphis,
Andy, all I can do is repeat what he said. He said he'd love to get you back here in the ring.
Yeah, well, that'll be fine. I'd love to get him back, but I'm not going to come back because I don't want to get myself sued, so I'll just see him in court, pal. I will see him in court, and you'll tell you, and the sheriff, and I'm a fat sheriff, and I'm not you, and I'll see you, and I'll see you in court, and I'll see Lawler in court, and you're nuts in the last of me. You understand me? You understand me? You understand?
All right, Andy, we're gonna have to take a break. Let's take a break right now.